Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket Show. This is Armando with the Texas Ticket Show here on Lone Star Community Radio. We're so glad you tuned in to watch today. We've got, I think, personally, that it's an amazing show we've set up for you. That's my thoughts. I'm a little biased. But today on the Texas Ticket, we've got Luke Prater, Nashville recording artist. And he's half Conroeite, you know. I mean, he's from the area-ish. We'll talk about that with Luke Prater as he shows us some of his new music, gives us a good listen, takes us right to his inner sanctum there in San Antonio. That's coming up. But we do also have the Color Bar, and they're here to talk with us. The new Color Bar here in Conroe. It's on the South Loop 336, right there by the Kroger Center. And he's going to tell us a little bit about that no location, where he comes from, what he does. But they're here to tell us about the MoCo Fall Winter Fashion Show. And that's going to be at the Shout House September 16th. We're hoping everybody makes it out to the show. Come visit. It's a unique opportunity to see a lot of things. And we're going to go over that with them. And then we have the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. There's a lot of events coming up to the local area. Please stay tuned for that at the end of the show. But let's get this one started, folks. So with me today from the Color Bar, Justin. Welcome, Justin.
Glad you made it. Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm better because you're here. I really am.
Awesome. I'm better because I have Amanda here.
Amanda, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. And you're going to have to talk into that microphone, Amanda.
Get a little close.
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Armando. I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah. We did we have a Zoom call scheduled here in just a minute. And so that thing, I have to wear the headset and stuff. So that's why they got these things all out here teed up for us. It's really weird. But now, Justin, I'll channel some of my questions to you, Amanda. We got some for you as well. Don't worry. Don't even worry.
All nervous.
So first, a new location. Where's the old location?
Our second. It's actually our third location. We have two locations in Huntsville. This will be our third location off of 336 North Loop in the Kroger Shopping Center right behind James Avery. We specialize in everything from blonding to extensions to men's cuts. You name it, we can do it if it has to do with hair. If you're a man and losing your hair, we can replace your hair.
Oh,
if
fantastic.
You're a woman losing your hair, we can replace that too.
You made some genuine eye contact during that statement.
I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
I see your salesmanship. You know, something for other people to consider. Not you. I wasn't even looking over there.
What do you like to do?
Oh,
you know, we really try to have a really good time at our salon. So,
what do you like to do, Amanda?
All of it.
Dang.
All of it. Cutting.
All of it.
All of it.
Okay. And you'll be one of the stylists at the MoCo Fashion Show, behind the stage there, getting the ladies ready to move their next runway walk. And, you know, I'm told that something like 45 seconds backstage to get them a new look. How does that go when you got that kind of time for a speed look to touch them up? How does that?
You just do. You just go. You just hustle.
Yeah. And you have nice hair.
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess you do it all of the. Y'all just do each other's hair regularly while you're there when you get bored.
When we have time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and the new store had a grand opening just last week.
Yes, it did. It had we did free blowouts all day long. We always serve free margaritas and dreamsicles anytime you get a haircut or a shampoo.
And you've got the machine up front.
Yes,
I saw that. I just wasn't sure. Now you filled in the gaps.
You can't have the Color Bar without something from the bar, right? So
and it's delicious.
Yeah?
Yes.
I imagine a dreamsicle drink. I could just camp out with that for a little while.
A lot. Hey, we have people that just stop by and get a drink, and that's okay.
That's
the more the merrier. We don't care. You know, it's a great place to hang out. It's our guests are our family. They become our friends. You know, it's really just about brightening everyone's day one person at a time.
Well, I'm Sam Houston alumni, so a lot of love for that Huntsville area and that community, and its little microculture is a little different. You know, it's a lot of that young a lot of, I'm sure. Tons of sorority girls are in your shop on a regular, and these can be some of the, you know, the most vibrant looks, the most, you know, youthful looks, the just trendy. Yeah,
Trendy.
that's it. And
They definitely keep us on our toes for sure.
I would guess so. You know, versus a different age group or bracket that kind of has their.
Absolutely.
I'm set in my hairstyle, right? No. Don't change this. Don't change this.
You know, I think that the one thing that sets the color bar apart from most other salons would be the fact we pursue education every month. So we bring education in, we go to education, and it's always about being able to keep up with the latest trends, the best techniques. You know, once you don't know it all, and you never will. I've been in this industry for 10 years in a very fast-paced environment, and I don't know everything. And I learn something new every day, and it doesn't matter if it's my assistant or if it's a stylist that's been with me for a long time. You know, there's something you can learn from everyone. So having that mentality,
I just think those
definitely
young
helps.
college girls are tough. You know what I mean?
They are tough, but you definitely have to be trendy with them.
For sure.
So favorite kind of hair to do? What kind of style is your thing? What do you think is your best at? I mean, when somebody walks up and you're like, "You want my best?" You know, you want me to do what? And you think you got the right head for it. What is it?
Honestly,
Uh-huh.
I love cutting a pixie.
A pixie?
I
Okay.
do. Short hair.
Yeah. And the end result is something that gets the pixie.
Jurassic.
Yeah, and amazing.
And amazing.
Yeah.
You're like, well, yeah.
Done.
Well, I'm gonna show a few photos on the side afterward. We're done here and let them
Yes.
see some of the shots that hopefully we can collect from you before this airs. You know, so we'll get a chance to show some of that work. I'd love to see a pixie. You know, I'd love to see you do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the end
said,
result of
okay.
a pixie you did.
I'll give you one.
No.
No.
I'm
Armando.
more likely to do some Gene Simmons looking thing, or some, just
Extensions.
a big hair kind of thing,
Yeah.
like, rock star kind, 80s, 90s, early 90s, that kind of look. I think that'd probably be more apt. Something like that.
So enough about me. Let's talk about this fashion show.
That's right. So September 16th at the Shout House.
Yes, Shout House out there by the airport, right?
That's right. And the Shout House is out by the airport. There will be almost 100 walkers going through this, doing different rotations. Now, there is a between 5 and 6 a miscellaneous walk, which is just kind of youth and some of the overage time slot that we have to do some of the other extra walks. But then between 6 and 7 is a Ren Fest walk. Well, Ren Walk, not Ren Fest, Ren Walk. So it's Renaissance style, 16th century and back. I don't know how far back they're going to go. But, I mean, there's some ladies that are the true designers that are right here in Montgomery, Willis, Conroe, Cut and Shoot, that design clothes, right? And their shops are in the Renaissance Festival and other festivals around the country. But the designer's home is at the largest of its kind here. In it makes sense. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, yeah.
Right here in Montgomery County.
Yeah.
I get it. So they birth them here. So there are handmade designs. This one lady, my dress shop, is doing a hand-painted wedding garments, dresses that they're hand-painted on the dress. And I'm not sure exactly how this works, but they're doing wedding garments. They're doing regular garments. They're doing that are a little medieval-ish, and then some that are just so elaborate it's ornate in places where they've the design work and it's unique, one of a kind of thing. Then there's others like that are showing you a piece that there's 100 of, and what's your size, and let me get that from the box underneath the table.
Absolutely.
So there's all the variety of from buyer to designer to just seller, so, well, I guess two in the same, but there are these, right? So there are some groups that are coming, and I would refer to more as a troupe. There's 10 or more of them coming, so they have their team tent, their troop tent, where they'll do their changing and dressing and preparation, and you can meet the designer and meet the clothing maker, and then go to see them on the runway when their time comes to walk down the lane. And so we'll do all the lights, the red carpet, the
Yes,
the whole
and
nine.
not only Renfest, but we have 75 boutiques that are going to be displaying some trendy
Something
fashions.
like that. There's a lot of boutiques, I'm told, that will be out there showing these fashions at between 7:30, 8 o'clock throughout the rest of the evening are all the local boutiques.
And the Color Bar is going to be doing the hair, and we have Orbay, who sponsored all the hair care for that runway show.
That's right. And that's some nice stuff. I think saw that Orbay travel hairspray was like $50 or something like that.
It's
like,
worth
what
it.
the?
It's worth it.
That's why I smell so
That's
great.
me whipping my hair back, but it doesn't move. Mine doesn't move.
Can't smell me through the microphone, but I smell pretty fabulous.
Smell amazing. Well, the show is sponsored by True Texas Solar, Barsh Auto, of course, the Color Bar, and Be Local Magazine, and a few of our other friends at Texas Renaissance Festival. We'll have characters. They'll be out there giving tickets. There'll be some retail booths. The Shout House is serving a full meal dinner and
gift
everything.
bags, right?
That's right. The first 150-ish, I don't know, we might take 25 or 50 off the top to give to other folks. Okay. There'll be a bunch of gift bags, a numerous amount of mediocre prizes, Anyway, there'll be some gift bags that we're going to put some goodies in, some Orbay products, you said.
Yes,
and then
Orbay has sent some products for us and some gift certificates to the Color Bar Hair Salon as well.
Outstanding.
And I'm sure some of our boutiques, and then we also have some Ren tickets that are
We've got
going
some
in there.
Renaissance tickets going. So those are set for the opening weekend, which is the Queen's birthday. It's her first that they have on the opening day. So we'll have some of those Ren tickets to slip in those bags, the goodie bags. So be one of the first to come out. It starts around 5 o'clock and it goes till 10. It's free admission. You don't have to pay to come out and enjoy the show. But we'd love if you had dinner there. No outside
And Shot
food.
House has some amazing food and
Right,
drinks.
you can't bring a lunchbox. You know what I mean? None of that.
No
Yeah,
BYOB
No
there.
BYOB. Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty cool. I think they'll have a good time.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
a lot of showmanship, a lot of love's gone into it, and a lot of folks have really put their heart into making sure your 5 hours will be extremely entertained, and they're going out of their way. There's designers that spent their life and career in designing clothing and bringing those to you and that skill set, and that are bringing something unique to the table. And more so, I'm intrigued by designers. I am grateful for every boutique that's there and how they've put things together. What they've selected is, this is what I like. This is the fashion I want to show people. You know what I mean? This is the wear, and the trend. This is what I believe I can sell in my store, and it would be the most successful thing.
Yes.
I think that kind of represents the buyer in a way that makes them a boutique. This is you. You're defining what you think the trend is, and it has to be because it's what we're selling retail around here.
Right.
It will be if not. It's a tough stroke for the retail outlet. So did you ever have clothes in the mix? Did you ever do
in my salon? No.
No, always just hair.
Yep, always just hair.
Yeah, no karate lessons in the
No
back.
karate
music lessons in the
lessons.
front. No.
I stick to what I
Karaoke.
know.
You hesitated on
Karaoke.
music. He's like, oh, that doesn't count.
Well, do you count it? We have karaoke like every day.
Yeah.
Counts. We're gonna take that
Okay.
one. That's eligible. Yeah,
Every
so we're gonna
day.
count that.
You know, we have a good time, like I said.
So
Amanda's our top singer.
Yes.
Oh, a little acapella for us. Go ahead. Close your eyes.
You
Don't
don't-
look her directly in the face
I'm-
when she sings.
I'm not
Look
quitting
away.
my
Everybody
day
look
job.
away. Let her sing.
Yes.
I ain't quitting my day
Oh,
job.
sorry. All right, we're just gonna make it real comfortable for you. Nobody's watching.
Not yet.
They
Anyway.
are.
She's like, they are watching. You can't say that.
They are. They're there.
Yeah.
So now you have a website for the Color Bar here in
Yes,
Conroe.
it's colorbartx.com.
Okay.
And you can reach us scheduled 24/7 on that line, or you can give us a call at 936-439-4972.
Okay. And you can book your next hair color,
Yes,
your style,
you can
whatever
book your
wanna
next
do.
service online or by calling. We accept DMs, where our Instagram handle is colorbarhtx as our Huntsville location.
Okay.
And colorbarctx for our Conroe location.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So yes,
And will you be there September 16th at the
we
fashion show?
will be there.
You'll be backstage working with
Yes,
them,
I
take
will
a
be
bow at
back
the
there
end,
as well.
and you come out for the final bows
So
and
we
stuff.
will have myself, Amanda, and one of our other lead stylists, Gayla, who will be
Fantastic.
there as well.
That's awesome. I just can't wait to see the whole machine work, and hopefully I'm not in the way, and just kind of see this whole process.
I know I asked you lots of questions going into this. I was like, where is this and how is this?
Well, we're excited about having a good variety of folks, and the response has been just that. I mean,
Outstanding.
they're from all over and the oddest and the coolest and some of the funnest and some of a lot of wow factor rather than, khakis and a polo. You know what I mean?
We're always good.
I'm not
for a
getting
Jake
any of
with
that.
State Farm, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting any of that. Everybody's like, can I wear those wing things? And whatever. Did you always wear those wing things?
Wait, we can dress that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll have enough time and you can do a walk down it.
I'm told the King's going to be there, and there's going to be
Mm-hmm.
Ren characters in costume and just walking around, meeting people. I know Barshotto has one of the tents up front that's going to be filled with characters from the Renaissance Festival, and it's more of a medieval set over by the dining room. That way the kids can enjoy some of those caricatures, and then we have the models walking, pretty much all day throughout the day. So they'll break to change sets and things like that and bring in different clothing lines, which we're also, on that note, going to catalog everything into the MoCo catalog, the MoCo Fashion Show catalog, which will keep a track of all the walks, every single walk down the runway. And
awesome.
Hopefully we're blessed with some cool weather and some clear skies. It doesn't rain on our day, but immediately afterwards.
Yeah, immediately
But immediately afterwards, absolutely.
Yeah. I hope it rains immediately afterwards when everybody's safely home. Yeah, that would be perfect. But your career started in Houston, didn't it?
Yes, it started in River Oaks.
In River Oaks, okay. And then you working with a salon, I guess, as
I worked for a
team
salon
member there
for 8 years, and then I transitioned into my own, and had my guests from Houston, and then I was born and raised in Huntsville, and so I moved back up to Huntsville,
back home.
Kind of. I always like to say I literally accidentally opened a salon, and they're like, how did you accidentally do it? And I'm like, well, there wasn't a luxury salon in Huntsville. I had a salon.
There's two.
I had a salon in my home that I had. We built a new home there, and I put a salon in it, and, I was like, this is great, but like I missed being able to collaborate with other hairdressers, and, doing hair is more than just you seeing a guest, right? It's about like that collaboration with other hairdressers and being able to communicate and bounce ideas and let those creative juices just jive.
And cool things like fashion shows and stuff that you can't do in the living room.
Yeah.
You can. You can. You could do one at home,
So our goal as a company is to expand into 5 locations. We're
awesome.
looking at our next location in Spring, Texas. So
busy area.
Just continue to grow the brand and be able to share our experience with everyone.
Yeah, and the name's great. It says it. I keep trying to make more of it or change it into something. No, it's the color bar.
It's just the color bar.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Sweet and simple.
We do more than just color. We also specialize in haircuts as well.
That's right.
That's been a huge misinterpretation, I guess. But we do everything.
I imagine one color and you get the opportunity to explain yourself and everything else you
absolutely.
do. And it's a lot of repeat business.
Well, and also if they go to our website and try to book online, they see that we offer haircuts.
Sure, okay.
View our service menu.
Definitely repeat business. We were thinking that you got the number one rumor mill in the nation, is that stool.
Yeah.
Like the old school barbershop,
Yes.
It was talked about there. You need to know something. That barber knows.
Yeah.
That's the guy to talk to.
That's kind of how it goes as a hairdresser.
So do you know everything that's going on already? After you've only been open a couple, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks?
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I don't ask questions.
What are they talking about when they're sitting
I can't tell you.
there? Client privileged.
Confidential information there.
Yeah, stylist client privilege. We can't talk
we
about
have to
it.
unofficially follow HIPAA.
Yeah.
Unofficially follow HIPAA.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I know everybody's tuned up about the fashion show. We're only a couple of weeks away, and you can find that on Golakeconroe.com, and there's the MoCo Fall Winter Fashion Show link there on how to sign up your boutique. We're still taking walks for the fashion show, so if you'd like to send somebody down the runway with your outfit, just give us a call. There are a lot of little perks we're throwing at this point just to get those conveniences there for you with hair, makeup, troop tents, things like that make it very convenient for those you to come do what you want to do. Models are available for you if you just like to pick one of the ladies to have come in your clothes. We've had so many volunteers.
Yes.
The models I thought we were going to struggle with, like, we have people to sign up. No, we've had cancer survivors. We've had incoming groups. We've had people experiencing different things in their lives, like anniversaries, and that just we were in town. This is our hometown, but we're doing an anniversary. Me and my friend, we'd like to both participate in the fashion show if possible. We could volunteer, do whatever. Really, who gave you this? It's on the internet. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, all right, yeah, please, And we've had so many from like Dallas to spring. There's another show happening in Galveston, and you mentioned it, but I'm feeling that show. Drift.
There's a hair show. The Armstrong I'm so sorry. The Armstrong McCall Hair Show is being held at Moody Gardens on Sunday. So really great opportunity. I hope we can definitely grab
the 17th.
Yes,
Sunday the 17th. Right?
Sunday the 17th.
That's right. The day after the show.
The day after the show. So I'm really hoping that at the show we can have some of those hairdressers that are coming down from Dallas and different things like that, and
get a chance to
people come from all over to this hair show. So really big.
That's cool. And we're going to do our best to make sure that word's out there. They get a chance to hear it. Maybe a few of them as they pass through. If it's a convenient stop, they can. Before they go
like
check
I said,
in at the Galveston.
At the Color Bar, we're always doing education, so that's just another one of the events we're participating in.
You will be out there. Okay,
yes.
Cool. Galveston's nice. You go out there a lot?
Quite often.
Okay, cool.
So.
Well, we're going to make sure that you're armed to the teeth with some of these RenFest tickets, so you have that long explanation while the Color Bar is giving out RenFest tickets.
Yes.
Because there's going to be some explanation necessary because it's so out of genre. The festival's coming up. It's the Queen's birthday, and there's a MoCo fashion show at Shout House September 16th. Yeah, and so we look forward to that. And I look forward to visiting. Closing, anything left, Amanda?
Yes.
Anything left for our audience you'd like to share?
Please come visit us down at the Color Ball. We'd love to have you.
There you go. Awesome.
I stuttered.
Justin, thank you for coming.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
My
pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
And I appreciate all your support for the MoCo fashion show, and excited about the gift bags and all the stuff. We're going to have a good time. I'll see you on the 16th.
Yes.
We'll be back after this, you guys.
Thank you.
So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute?
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Golakeconroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas Ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket. Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando, and I am back as promised with a very exciting part of the show. Thank you, Harley Ray. I just love when Harley Ray warms it up like that. That's Harley Ray with our intro song, in case you didn't know it. But I've got Luke Prater on the show today. Luke, how are you?
I'm good. Not as good as you in that shirt. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's classic. Let me get one for there. There you go.
Come on. lukepratermusic.com, baby.
Yep. Big Luke Prater fans around here, and loving the music. And I was really excited, and I've been building up a lot of hype about the upcoming stuff. Tell us a little bit about Luke Prater, and which, for those that don't maybe know you yet, and tell us a little bit of something.
Yes, sir. First of all, man, thank you very much for having me on here. My name is Luke Prater. I'm a Texas country music artist, 23 years old. I've been married a year and some change.
I met her. She's a sweetheart. Hell of a salesman.
That's right. The best. Better looking, too. So I'm a husband and, like I said, a touring artist. Man, we play all of Texas and the surrounding states. I've got a single that just came out last Friday. We'll get to that probably here in a little bit. But
cool.
Ain't too terribly much to dig into. I'm just a guy that loves playing music live, and I'm very blessed that I get to.
Yeah, and you're out near the San Antonio areas where you call home?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Lavernia. Yeah, that's pretty Texan. Deep in the heart. Yeah, do you play a lot of sets out there in that area? Is that the home stomping ground?
I did, yes, sir. Yeah, growing up, this was everywhere that I played with. Was within a 10-mile radius of here. Now we only touch base once or twice a year in this area, but still call it home.
Yeah, and you just recorded in Nashville, right? So you're getting around. Country music took you more than 10 minutes, huh? It's still driving you around Texas and then some.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So tell me some of the there's a lot of places in Texas people play, and I'm always shocked on who's playing, where they're playing, and what is going on. You played where? And it's like, oh well, I played the Mudbug Beach House on Crystal Beach in the middle of. Who goes there? Like, what is that? Or like the dance hall out at La Kiva out there in Terlingua. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Or even the LaFleur Country Store, I mean, it's a little bit bigger. And I mean, even Lukenbach, you go out there, it's like, where is everything? It's in the middle of nowhere, Pretty much. What is the craziest, most desolate place you think you've ever played?
Oh my God.
Texan, desolate.
Where do we even start? I'll set the precedent. Wherever they write the check, we're going.
Sure.
So we've played some pretty bodunk places before. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to.
Yeah, I get it. That may be a crazy question. I did see a place yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I'll give you some. There's a place called Double Bar Saloon in Midland, and that's the most authentic honky tonk. I mean, just driving to Midland, it feels like the epitome of Texas. You drive across the desert for 7 hours or something, and then you wind up in some oil town at some little honky tonk where they still smoke inside. That's a good one. Man,
we saw a restaurant once that was hairstyle, female ladies hairstyling place, and it also had a tire mechanic shop / airport. So, and the men, if you went to get your hair cut and you were a guy, they'd have you a folding chair out back. There was a guy out back getting his hair cut. And they said, you can get your hair cut for $5. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah, but don't go through the front, though. He's out back. And I'm like, what? He's not cutting my hair.
Have you been through Sonora? You know where that is?
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been out that way.
Kind of just the middle of nowhere type of place, but there's a big old ranch out there. Some big money people, go and they stay and they have all their corporate events and stuff. It's called JL Bar Ranch, and I used to go do private parties out there, and it's only 3 hours from my house, but boy, I remember that drive just forever, just into the middle of the desert. Like, God, where am I? And then I roll up on this
right
$20 million facility, like crazy.
It's crazy to think about folks in other states that are just so much more condensed, so much smaller, and have a lot of a lot of more range of opportunities to in a I guess a more of a that kind of culture, but that culture is less country music typically. It's inner city, and so I do see a lot of here in Texas and some other states where country music's a more inner city show. But you do a lot of covers as well in your career. You're a young guy. You're playing a lot more little cross-culture music to kind of bring those audiences together, right?
What is it? You calling me pop country? Is that what we're getting?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just, you're young, you're youthful. I mean, you're not touring at 99 with Willie Nelson. You know what I mean? It's a different genre. To keep it to old country is, man, that's old country. I mean, 100 years ago. Dang. I just assume that there's a more youthful, spirit that comes with some of the young people that are moving country music forward right now.
Yes, sir. Man, you were at the set the other day. I'm sure you heard. We'll jump between, we have a rock medley, and we do 6 minutes straight of nothing but my favorite guitar licks. I don't say a word for 6 minutes straight. We just jam. And then I'll go from that to, and that's everything from Billy Squier to Van Halen to Ozzy Osbourne, all my favorite licks. And we'll jump from that to, we'll probably hit one of my songs, and then we'll do George Strait, and then another one of my songs, and then maybe
you even opened it up, but you even said anybody got any requests, and you were just taking them in, and it was like you were able to just play them right off the cuff, just about every song that was asked. Well, I thought that was cool.
Something you learn playing when you're playing for tips. You learn the songs that people want to hear
real quick. Yeah.
That's how I'm paying for gas, so I better know that freaking song.
Yeah, there you go. And that was an awesome touch. I mean, you were throwing some Hank, some Willie, some Waylon, and just anything they would conjure up. And it was I assume a lot of them are pretty similar. I mean, most time here in Texas, and you travel about, they're gonna ask you for some similar songs. What's something crazy you think that they've called for that you were ready to go?
This last weekend, Jimmy Buffett passed away. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Never in my life have I played a Jimmy Buffett song, but somebody was like, play Margaritaville.
Oh.
And I was like, man, it's got to be easy enough, right? So I was like, that's a D, right? Yeah, sure. Living on sponge cake. So
Watching
did Margaritaville the other day. And then, man, all the old stuff, like I'm always caught off guard when somebody wants to hear some Farron Young or some Vern Godson, some of that stuff that I still have on 33s and 45s in my house, like nobody else my age, but that's the stuff that I grew up with.
Yeah, that's not even my age. That's our parents. That's my parents too. I'm not old enough that would be spinning that at the house. Yeah.
I know it. That's what gets me going.
So when do you come back this way? I know you got some dates in October, November.
Man, I don't think we have anything set in stone at the moment. I know we have some holds on some stuff out there. We're wanting to get out to, I think Sawyer Park is up there.
Sure.
Spring.
Yeah, real close. A lot of good local bands play there.
Yes, sir. We had the opportunity to make our debut at Do-Si-Do, and we're working on another date there at the Big Barn. Quite the contrast to the barbecue joint.
It's really cool and a great atmosphere. I think you'd enjoy that, and people would really get a chance to hear the variety of music that you play. I mean, you come across well in a lot of different tones and in a lot of different, I guess, song types. And I don't know, pop country is even a thing, let alone to call you that. So I did not have that on the tip of my tongue at all. I wasn't even thinking it. But I do like the way you can play some old rock, some old country, and some of that modern country, and even know some who these modern country artists are that maybe we're not so in tune with. Why don't you throw us a little lick? Give us a little something, show us some flex,
A little something?
Yeah.
A song or a lick?
Your choice.
Oh, man. Well, I got to do my single. The song just came out last Friday. And do we have like 60 seconds so I can tell you a story about the song?
Sure.
So it's not a good story. It's
damn. No, we don't have time. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
These things happen. Come to find out, I released my music through Smith Music up in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And they have an online portal, and it's just like TuneCore or CD Baby or whatever. You get on the portal, you upload your track, you type in all the information, and it's good to go. You give it, a couple of weeks or whenever the release date is, and they do all of the heavy lifting. So I put out the file for this song, and I submitted everything, and it's the night that I'm gonna release it. And so I'm sitting on my computer, and I'm doing all my graphic design stuff, getting all my advertisement together. I got like a big old ad campaign I'm gonna blast, for the Friday morning that this song comes out. My wife's asleep on my shoulder. We were at my in-laws' house. My mother-in-law is asleep. It's the middle of the night, right? Like midnight. And so I see the clock hit midnight, and I'm like, oh, sweet, my song's out. And then I pull it up on my phone, and it's the wrong freaking track. Straight up, it's a demo track, a terrible demo track that I had released to Spotify, Apple, YouTube. So I'll give a big shout out to Smith Music. Within 24 hours, I didn't let out my ad campaign, so I didn't even let people know that it was out. Within 24 hours, they had everything fixed up, and so you can go listen to the correct version of this song on iTunes or Spotify or whatever. This is one I wrote with Curtis Grimes, kind of depicting those honky tonks that we were talking about. Just a good old room, maybe a disco ball on the ceiling. It's called Alone for Long. It goes. Too good to be here alone. Would you mind if I take a seat? Tell me a bit about where you've been, or maybe where you'd like to be. I could dance you around the hardwood, take the stage and sing a song all night long. There ain't no other way to say it. Girl, you won't be alone 'Cause you come right through that neon blue that's blinking off the wall, shining light right on all that spinning disco ball. Girl, I'm steady in the middle trying to figure out right from wrong, saying how I'm thinking that you won't be alone for long.
Yeah. Oh, you can cut a little rug with that. That'll do it. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. And so this was the one you just released?
That's right, yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
It's doing all right.
How long's it? What midnight were you talking about?
This was a Friday before last.
Okay.
I believe that was.
I'll go find it.
I'll just kind of blur together all the Fridays and Saturdays.
Well, I remember you were down here. You played Red Brick Tavern, and then you played, and that was a little while back, right? You had some Red Brick in there, my mashed potato and stuff.
I think a little bit of mashed potato.
Yeah.
We did the table at Madeley.
Okay, table at Madeley. Breakwater Grill.
And then we did Breakwater Grill, yes, sir.
And didn't you play somewhere else recently too? But anyway, I was excited to catch you, and I was like, man, that's so close to home. I live out there in Walden, so it was a real nice treat to see you at the Breakwater Grill, which always has some really good entertainment. And we try to keep an eye on what's coming up out there and who to watch, and then vice versa. It's just such a good treat to have you in our own neighborhood, and then have you here on the show today, man. It's really awesome. And I met the family while we were there and everybody else, and you stayed at like an extra hour just hanging out, just having fun and chilling with us, and it was the meet and greet. It was just fun. It was a good show. It was we missed I think there was some the Orbit from the Astros was there as well, and he had already checked out, and we were like, well, where's Orbit? No, there is no Orbit. Just a Luke Prater. And it was great.
I was second to Orbit all night, so that's okay. Once he left, I got the spotlight back. I was like, get out of here, dude.
Get that guy out of here. Stealing my thunder. Yeah, and no, you killed it. It was a real enjoyable the time we got to share, and when we went up there, we enjoyed that. And man, you played some old some really old stuff. I mean, you went deep. I mean, there was some I was throwing from Montgomery with this old guitar on my back. And a fella stopped in this old Cadillac. So I'm like, I mean, there was some old school going on out there in the yard. I mean, tell me about what kind of favorite old school songs you like to play just about every set, comes out of that guitar.
Oh, man. There's stuff. It really probably boils down to the songs that I used to, when I was playing for tips, and my old man would come and sit there. He'd be like, hey, I want to hear it. Keith Whitley, I want to hear it. So those are the songs that I wind up playing that I'm partial to. There's a lot of 90s country.
That's great.
Tracy Lawrence and stuff. One of my favorites. We do some Roger Miller, which is real old. But, man, I get a kick out of the
yeah.
That's fun,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, and I was noticing that flair, and that you had that calm, cool, collective style about you the whole way. It was an enjoyable show, and it was unique in a lot of ways. And are you booking? Would you book if somebody called you to come out here and get you some jobs this way? Would you do some gigs out in our area again, or how do you schedule that? Do you is it random, or do you try to?
I'm on board with Grant Entertainment, Holly Grant. She's actually there in Cypress, I believe. That's her neck of the woods. Shout out Grant Entertainment.
Okay.
Right here. And so she books all the stuff, and
if you're a badass music artist, she'll give you a cup. You get a Yeti. Yeah. It's great. But so she'll book you some local stuff, and then number we can call and stuff. And I guess we can find that at lukeprater.com, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Yeah, you can find all the merch and stuff, all your fancy merch.
Oh man, this thing is nice.
It's
it's so soft.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got the soft one. There were some other kinds, but this material was just better on my skin.
And then booking. There's a little contact form on the website
oh, cool.
too, and that'll put you in touch with Holly.
Yeah, somebody's got to call this guy and get him booked out here so we know where to go. I mean, I'd love to see more of you out in this way. And there's so many places that are playing music these days. Do you do all band, or do you do solos, or do you break it up at all for them?
This year's been a heck of a lot more band stuff than acoustic, which is great.
Yeah.
I've worked a really long time to break out of just being an acoustic artist, and so now I get to do acoustic stuff, and it's fun and relaxing. Now that it's not my primary source of income, I can do that with the band guys. But man, last weekend I did Friday night acoustic, Saturday night full band, and the acoustic shows they're a treat because it's kind of just real laid back, and I get to goof off and tell stories and stuff. But whatever they want me to do.
Yeah, I do enjoy both. I like that more intimate set, but then I like that full band sound, of course, and so show us a little bit more, give us a little something, and then we'll show them how to find you, and kind of give them an opportunity to get more Luke Prater in their lives in some other ways. Like I know you're on SoundCloud and some of those other Apple and Spotify and most of those places.
Yes,
where do you like them running their spins the most? How does it help you the best?
Oh man, they all rip us off. Spotify is probably the best bet.
Okay.
That you just want to see those monthly listeners rolling in, but I mean, wherever.
I mean, because if we listen to it, we really, most of the time a fan doesn't really care. It doesn't make. I just want to hear the song, and so if it helps you too, Luke, and I love to point them in that direction.
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, Spotify's the best bet. The most beneficial thing is, like I said, those monthly listeners. That's what venues look at.
Yeah.
To see how many monthly listeners you got. But yes, sir. All right. Well, I'll play you this one. I just recorded over in Nashville, and this is an unreleased tune.
Unreleased.
And, yes,
It's
sir.
waiting. That means this one's in the chamber, right? I mean, anytime you want to, you can just wait at midnight and drop the right song, and this one goes to work, right?
Yes, sir. I'm waiting for.
Okay.
On this track in particular, I'm waiting on harmonies and steel, but it's got everything else.
Okay, so there's just some work going on with the song in the back. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go.
The Wizards over there in Nashville are still
Yeah, awesome. That's great.
About my hometown, I was telling you about Lavernia. Like everybody else, I always swore I was gonna get out, and then you grow up and you don't want to anymore. Something weird happens.
Lavernia was nice, Dad. That's a good call. Yeah, go ahead.
It's called Home. Not Home. That's another one about my hometown. This is one called This Town.
This town, okay.
Population broke 1,000 a few years back. And the neighborhoods took over where I used to hide my stash. Back then it was travel line across the Cibolo Creek. John Bull floating, drinking and a sweet tea. Seems like yesterday I packed up and moved on out. Thought I'd take it as far as a couple 100 miles away. Set my roots, sow my oats somewhere far from this little place. Lord knows, I ever thought I had to get out. 'Cause everybody leaves, and everybody comes right back to this town.
Yeah, that's nice.
Coming very soon.
Man, that's outstanding. Luke, I hate to cut it short, but we've got a lot of things going on this week, and a lot of things going on out here and on the lake area where we wish you were. And I am hoping this is a step in that direction. Get you back out to Walden, maybe get you out here on some of the stuff here in the Conroe Square in the city of Conroe. Maybe gives you a buzz, or man, we need some Luke Prater in our lives down here. You got to come on down back home and get. Where is home? Where do you regard home? Is it there in Lavernia?
Yes, sir. My wife is from Conroe. She was.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, where did I get this one twisted? More mashed potatoes. But she is from Conroe, right?
That's correct.
Conroe High School.
While we were dating and engaged, I lived there during the week, and then I lived here on the weekends.
I knew the tie was close, and I knew there was more to it, and hopefully she drags you to come to her see the in-laws for the holidays, and we make sure we get some more of you down here while you're in the territory. You come to play a few gigs and share that with us. Let us know where to find you. Is there, in closing, let us know. Is there anything you want to share with the audience, or anything else you want to put on there? Or?
Oh man, just come to a show. If you get bored, you can catch us at any old honky tonk across the state of Texas and surrounding states every weekend. You can go get your new favorite T-shirt, like my man here, lukeprater.com and
lukeprater.com. Thank you, Luke. We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate all of that.
Man, I'm enjoying the music, and I just want more of it. If we ever push you, we'll be pushing for more. I think that's the push that might be coming now. You keep releasing. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining us, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Audience of One, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. right here on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5. Listen to the brain droppings of local hosts, me, Andrew Belshner, along with the jewel of Montgomery County radio, Dick Schisler. Topical musings, news stories, oddities, or just weird conversations that we normally have with ourselves, all mixed together with the occasional guest. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando with the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. Man, we have Luke Prater. Wow, that's outstanding. The Color Bar, the fashion show. So just so much going on, and I just want to kind of go back to that here on the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show. The Renaissance Festival coming. October 7th is its opening day. We'd like to see everybody come out. It is the Queen's birthday celebration. Opening weekend, Queen's birthday celebration, weekend one. I think tickets on Saturday, October 17th, there's only $17 throughout the village, and you can get tickets on the 8th for $12 on that Sunday, I believe that is. Don't hold me to it. Go check it out at TexasRenaissanceFestival.com. Also, we've got a theatric weekend coming up, 9 to 5. The musical will be Saturday. The Dolly Parton movie, 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. That's the Crichton Theater, 7:30 to 11 p.m. Saturday, September 9th. And just around the corner, and I have it here at the Owen Theater, September 10th is Anything Goes. Another performance there with the Player Theater Company. That's Saturday, September 10th, 2 to 5:30 p.m. Live theater performance, Anything Goes. That's about an ocean liner SS American, where the nightclub singer evangelist Reno Sweeney is en route to New England from New York. New York to New England, sorry, and meets her stowaway ex or wannabe boyfriend. Don't hold me to it. Anyway, Anything Goes at the Owen Theater, September 10th. September 30th is the Houston Folk and Blues Festival at Conroe Heritage Place from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. I believe that's an all-day event. Lots of stuff going on there at Heritage Place on the 30th. Saturday is the Charcuterie Festival at Bernhardt Winery. Go out and check that out, 12 to 6 p.m. You can check it out at bernhardtwinery.com. The 90s Fest, Texas 90s Fest. Now, this is at Three Palms Action Sports Park. It's a Charlie Diggs event sponsored by Barsh Auto. Diamond Rio is there live. We'll also have Pam Tillis, I believe. There is a few others at that one. I have the whole lineup here. Bam, bam, yeah. Pam Tillis, Mark Wills, Andy Griggs, Doug Stone, and Ricochet. You can see more about that at TexasNinety'sFest.com. The Custom Knife Show, November 4th and 5th. And the Patriots of Texas, September 22nd at Unity Park in Magnolia. And that's a barbecue cook-off, and it's the third annual. They'll be having Slade Couture, Jake Bush, Jacob Boyd, and I believe I want to say I'm going to go with a 90% certainty Jesse Robb Jr. is going to be out there at Patriots of Texas Fest 2023 at Unity Park in Magnolia. And that's September 24th. Yeah, it's Friday, September 22nd through the 24th. It's a 3-day festival. It's both correct. And then the Fall Fashion Show, September 16th at the Shout House here in Conroe, Texas. And I think that's all for the show today. You can register for the Shout House for the fashion show. Get your boutique to walk. You can get a booth, come out, hang out, come visit. Just come see the show. It's a free show. We'd love to see you out there. Well, folks, that's all I have for the Texas Ticket today. And thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next Friday with more from the Texas Ticket here on Lone Star Community Radio. You can follow us at facebook.com/TXTicket.
Lone Star Radio on my mind.